All right, how's everyone doing? So this is part 7 of my collection, The Disappointment. Yes, it's true when people say, oh, you get what you pay for. Okay, which brings me to this sword. It's kind of a disappointment. As everybody knows, I try and do budget friendly that people can afford, not over like $300, $400 to show what's out there. Now, I forget the name of the company. I can't find it anymore, like on Amazon. It's probably just a name of another company. So why this one is so disappointing is it's not the side. The side is beautiful. It's beautifully done. I like it. And there's no side rattle. I paid like $6 to $8 for this thing. So what's the major disappointment? The handle. The suka. Or ska, however you want to pronounce it. Ear wrap was hecka loose. I did lacquer it, but it can still move around quite a bit. So yeah, that was a major disappointment. Eventually, once this handle falls apart, I'll just replace it. It's got a thick Suba though. Oh my God, it's hecka thick. The Sagyo is decent. It's not as thick, but it's not like Edo wrap. The retention on this thing too is good. I mean, it doesn't fall out. And the blade is colored. Okay. Says it's a T10. Don't know if that's true. Haven't cut a piece off and tested it. It is quite front heavy. So if you're not used to that, it can be kind of awkward. It does have a slight design on the Hibaki, which is kind of cool that they did that. But it was $68. Is it functional? Absolutely. Is it sharp? It's not as sharp as the 5160 that I got in the Spring Steel series that I did. I'll put a card up and you can go watch it if you haven't seen it yet. But here's the thing, I paid for that 5160 Spring Steel sword a little over $70, and it's rock solid, and it's still hecka sharp, except for the sire rattle. This was $68. No sire rattle whatsoever. It's just the handle. The handle sucks for the Edo wrap. So that's a disappointment. The transitions, everything are good. There's no high spots like on it or whatever. It's just that alone. So you can't get this anymore. I don't mind the color blade neither. The only problem is when you start using it a lot, it starts scratching up. But other than that, it's rock solid. This was a pain to take apart, by the way. This Subo is so tight on there. It was crazy to get off of there. I had to take a little fine Dremel, diamond bit Dremel, and kind of Dremel out a little bit so it will go back on. It's snug. It doesn't. Moves maybe a tad now. No. Yeah, it moves a little bit now from that. But I had to do it. I couldn't get it back on. So, but other than that, I mean, they fitted everything hecka tight on this thing. It's just that Edo wrap. It would have been perfect. This Edo wrap was good. So that was a little disappointing. A little disappointing. Not the worst though. So, but other than that, like I said, this Edo wrap, or the saya, beautifully done. Samigal is not real. It's that rubber stuff. Again, it's only $6 to $8. But like I said, the fit on this was super tight. Super, super tight. So, kind of a disappointment on that one. Now, again, people say you get what you pay for. That also pertains if you spend a lot of money on a sword. Not just ones that just cost you $68 or whatever dollars. And the one I'm talking about is this one right here. Okay, I own another sword. I own a Tonto from this company. This is Murasami. Has an Ishime saya. It's nice. It's got rat and wrap. I like that. The Sagyo is a little bit better quality than the other one. Okay, never had a problem with the wrapping on this. It's got real raised skin. Okay, everything is tight on it. The fittings are nice. They're nothing spectacular. Okay. The hibaki is a different type. I like that. And it's a 3-tier polished blade. Now, when we get to the end, you can kind of see it's a little, like right around in here, it's a little different. You can kind of see a dip in the edge a bit. Okay. Handle's okay. It's not bad in the handling. Now, the reason why there's a dip in that blade, and before I get in, I must say, I must appreciate how, I don't know if I can get that in there, but the Hamon line wraps around the tip of the Kisaki. That's kind of cool. I like that. I digress. Anyways, why is there a dip in the blade? Now, the reason why there's a dip in the blade is because it chipped out twice on one cut. One cut, because like all of us, when we get our new sword, we're excited to try it out and see how it performs. I cut just a regular water bottles at first. Then I cut soda bottles. Now, soda bottles are just a little bit tougher than water bottles, but they're not difficult to cut through. Okay? And they're like Dr. Pepper bottles. You know, those, what is it, 12-ounce bottles we get and whatnot. So right in this section, right in here, or right about in here, because you kind of see it right in here. Chipped out there, chipped out there. Deep chips. It took me over 2 hours to get it out, and then I had to re-profile, of course, as best as I could, this whole freaking blade. Turns out they sharpened it way too much, first off. This is what I'm saying. When you put a razor's edge on a blade, you're taking away the structure. Okay? I don't have any fear about the tempering on this thing, because ever since I did that, I've used it, it's never done it again. I put my edge on it, which I could cut bamboo with this right now, and it won't chip out. Okay? When you get it to that point, though, this is what I'm saying. You're taking a risk of chipping your edges out. Now, I will never buy another sword from them. Not just because of that. This was advertised as L6. So I was excited to get it. Try it out. Try an L6 out. This is not L6. It's like a T10. Maybe even 1095. After I found out, I went on their page on Amazon to check it out. Now it doesn't even say what the material is. Before it said L6. They got caught, just like Shadow Dancers, except Shadow Dancer, when they got caught, they tried to make good with their customers. They even sent them swords, replacement swords, and they got to keep the ones that they had. I commend them for that. They made up for what they did. What they did was wrong, yes. These people haven't. I won't buy another sword from them. Ever. You can. I'm not telling you can't. It's a beautiful blade. Don't get me wrong. It's nice. Handle's nice. The grip is good. The handle could be a little bit longer. This is like 10 3/4. Believe it or not, that one is almost an 11-inch handle, which is perfect for me. Also, $400. Okay. Now, mind you, $6 to $8. No sire rattle. Hear that? It's got a bit of a sire rattle. $400. Needless to say, I was not happy at all. I could see this being $260, almost $300, not $400. So yeah, that kind of upset me. Okay, so people always go, you get what you pay for. Well, I paid a lot. This is what I got. I only have to change that handle out when it falls apart. And it doesn't even have sire rattle. That's easy to fix. When something like this chips out, it's a bear to fix. And I did the best I could. This thing is sharp as hell though now. Now, like I said, not as sharp as it was before. I put my edge on it. So, yeah, was not happy with this. And don't get me wrong, the other one I have, it's a Tonto that I got from him at first before I got this. Love it. It's great. It's a Shobu style. We'll be getting to that eventually. But this, no, this is inexcusable. Sorry, just isn't. In my opinion, this is my opinion on this. Now, we're in the modern age, and I hate this name. Now, the knives that I've been reviewing, the nice thing about it, they don't say they're tactical knives. They're outdoor knives, okay? You know, they have a Kydex sheath and everything. That doesn't make it tactical, okay? The big thing that I've noticed is kind of petering out, thankfully. Tactical swords. This thing, I think, is an abomination. And most of you who have been following me know my feelings on this thing. The Honshu Tactical Katana. I got this because a lot of people are like, oh, this is pretty decent. It's not bad. It doesn't have sire rattle, which is kind of nice. It's kind of nice. It's just got a flat matte paint finish on the saya. I wanted to like this thing because it does aesthetically look kind of neat and cool, right? It sucks. First off, I don't like this Tsuba. Everybody does this Tsuba when they want to go modern or tactical, because if you want to draw this sword, you literally have to put your thumb right above the blade. That is not how you do it. Your thumb should be off to the right when you pop it for safety reasons. Now people will go, well, you got a little bit right there of where there's not like any edge, but check this out. Just a light tug, this thing just falls right out of the side. It just falls out. No good retention, not like the other two. Even a $68 one, it's got better retention. I could lightly just jot it and it won't fall out. You lightly jot this, it falls right out. People don't like the handle because of the diamond grip. They say it hurts their hands. It doesn't bother me. Of course, I have rough hands doing what I do. The blade has no distal taper. And when I mean none, I mean really none. So it's extremely heavy. This thing weighs over 3 pounds. Okay, now I can just do this, and I'm feeling a vibration all the way through this handle. Okay, now 1060 has a little spring to it, because that's what this is. It's a 1060 blade. Okay, 1060 is not a spring steel, but it has flex to it. okay? So that way it doesn't take a set, or in other words, a bend, as much as a rigid blade would. But this thing, when you cut with this, you feel that vibration all the way down in the handle. It's very uncomfortable. Not to mention, if I don't include this pommel, my hands are a little too close to one another. They should be farther apart. So if I want to make it farther apart, I have to go back here, which my hand kind of goes back on this. This part isn't sharp, but this part can dig into your palm of your hand. And that doesn't work. I mean, you can kind of flick it, but it's not comfortable. So, again, like I said in another video, if you want to know the length of your handle should be, measure from your wrist to your elbow. They could have, I've always said this, they could have had a good sword here. And they went, when they got this far, went, screw it. They also, I don't mind sometimes, like knives are different. Knife companies like to put their logo or their name on it. It's totally understandable. They all do it. When it comes to swords, you got this big ugly Honshu name on it. And then right here, I just noticed, it says China. Okay, which is fine. Most of the swords come from China. That doesn't bother me. But the handling of this thing even sucks because it's so extremely heavy. It really, I have a Nodachi that was gifted to me by Tone Deaf. It's like 35 and a half to almost 36-inch blade on it. I can do doubles with it, no problem. That weighs 3 pounds because it's got a long blade. It's maneuverable. This thing, yeah, shouldn't exist. It's just not very good. And I can't recommend this to anybody. Not especially for a beginner. I cannot recommend this. This is not what a sword is like, okay? At all. There are other companies that do them. I don't know about those ones because I don't have them. This is the only one I have. But this I can't recommend. It doesn't retain in the saya, first off, which is dangerous. The way it forces you to put your thumb right over the edge to release it, or just, which is not very good to do, especially with the katana, is yank it out of the saya. A gentle push is what you should be doing to unlock it. And then if you've got to keep it, like, if you want to keep it in there, you got to put your thumb over it. It has such a point. Try and do it. If you have one of these, try and do it. That's not comfortable. Even if you try and go to the side to hold it in like you're supposed to with your thumb, it's not comfortable to do at all. Like I said, I've always said this. I've wanted to like this, but I can't. Even though they give you a nice, generous 30-inch blade, that's pretty generous. I can't recommend it. Yeah, it's just, oh my God. It's not good, in my opinion. If you like it and you enjoy using it, that's fine. My opinion is, I don't like it. This is not an example of a modern, I'm gonna call it a modern katana. I don't consider this tactical because it's black. No, it's a sword. There's nothing tactical about it. It's only gonna work if you put it in motion. Yeah, no, I will never buy another Honshu product, ever. Now, I will admit, what's got Dragon King, that's it, has a modern, they call it a modern katana. Now those I wouldn't mind trying. Those look like, and it has, if I remember correctly, it actually has a traditional tsubo on it. Wouldn't mind trying the traditional and seeing how they are. If I ever can afford one, because they are expensive. But anyways, yes. So yeah, this top one was a little disappointing because of the handle. But that was this is gonna be an easy fix for me. I know how to do it. I don't know how to do Edo wrap. So maybe someday I'll learn how to do it. But other than that, there are companies out there you can get one that's pre-made. They're super tight. They don't come apart. I have some of them. I've done it. And that's it. And all you need is a drill bits, and because you may have to re-drill it, and that's it. That's all you got to do. It's not very hard. The Murasami, like I said, I won't buy from them again. That was really deceptive. Okay, because as consumers, it doesn't matter if it's made in China, made here in America. We have to take in good faith what they're saying, what it's made out of. Okay, we just do, unless you have the capability of having it sent off to a lab and tested. We have to take that in good faith. Just recently, a knife company in the United States was caught lying. Just because it's made here doesn't mean they're not lying to you. So don't ever think that. You have to take it in good faith. Okay? But out of all three of these that were kind of a disappointment, the top one, yeah, because of the handle. This one would be the winner. Out of these three disappointments, this would be the winner. Seriously, $68. And the major thing is the handle wrap, because it was super. I mean, let me get a little bit in there. You can see the wood right there. I mean, I lacquered this, and you can still move it around. So, like I said, I'll use it till it falls apart. This would be the winner out of three of these. I mean, come on. I mean, which one would you pick? Yes, the Murasami is nice and everything, but after you find out what they did, would you still want to spend your money there? I mean, me personally, no. Especially if they're not even going to apologize to anybody. Put out a statement. At least Shadow Dancer did that. So that's all I have for you guys for part 7. And then hope you're all looking forward to part 8. Eventually I'm going to be getting into ones that were gifted to me, which I greatly appreciate from people. And we're getting close to the Euro swords. So if you're a European sword fan, we're getting close. I've only got 3, which is fine, because right now that's all I have. Hopefully I'm going to be getting more. And we will see you on the next one.